Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully, this year will bring joy and happiness to everybody. I know a lot of us have been through hell this past year. And hopefully, I just said it. I figured I'll just show you, this past couple of videos I've been sharing about this mother who lost her daughter. And she just posted another thing on her Facebook page. And I figured I'll read it to you guys in this video, which I've been doing twice already. This one is pretty important for you guys to know and for awareness, which I hope this will save lives of young people and teenagers. So I'm going to read it right now. Here it is. A new year's beginning, and once again, I'm spreading awareness. We have become a society that does not allow our children to hurt, to suffer, to lose, or to struggle. We are kind, loving, well-meaning parents trapped in the ideas of this generation. A few weeks ago, at a birthday party, Ella, that's Katie's baby sister, Ella played musical chairs when I asked her who won. She told me, "Silly, Mommy, nobody wins." As parents, we must understand a simple equation. If nobody wins, then everybody loses. As parents, we need to change the direction of a societal manner. Children need to learn how to lose, be insulted, suffer heartache and loss. If we protect them from everything, we protect them from nothing. Suicide is the leading killer of teens today. We live in a generation where medication is the answer for everything. I'm on the other side now. I'm talking to kids between the ages of 17 and 22. 8 out of 10 kids who have been to my home have been to at least one counseling session. 7 out of the 10 have been prescribed some type of medication to deal with a behavioral, emotional issue. 10 out of 10 prescribed medication were prescribed the first time they met their prescribers. Why? Because the prescribers do not counsel. They only prescribe. The fact most prescribers insist that the patient also seek counseling in addition to their prescription visits. Unfortunately, the counselors do not have a pharmaceutical background and have little knowledge of the medication aspect of the therapy they are giving. This system encourages providers to prescribe medication to keep their practice, their job, their income. If a patient visits a prescriber solely for medication, they will not need to return if it is decided they don't need medication. My experience with Katie was that it was presumed that we showed up at the office for medication rather than an evaluation. It is my belief that this is common practice. The counselor who has no pharmaceutical background, who cannot prescribe, determines that this patient may need pharmaceutical intervention, and they are referred to a prescriber. The prescriber 9 out of 10 times writes the script on the first visit. This is the symptom. This is the system. We cannot change it. But what we can do as parents is recognize such a system exists and protect our children from it. This is our world. Divorce, 2 working parents, widespread social media, iPhones, iPads, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, easily accessed drugs, underage drinking, sex, everywhere, billboards, television, internet. The only way we can protect our children is to be aware. Our children need to hurt and to suffer. We are good parents if we let our children hurt. It hurts to watch them hurt, but this is how our children learn coping skills, develop humility and grace. This is how children develop character, determination, and inner strength. We are rearing our children in a generation in which we are taught that we are bad parents if we let our children suffer any hardships. The expression, "This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you," are words to live by. The good parent has strength and wisdom and understands. It's supposed to hurt when children suffer divorce, breakups, friendship struggles, and disappointment. Please consider the serious side effects of medication before giving it to your child. I did not. I did not research. I did not question. And I did not consider any of this. I trusted the system. I did not believe that we lived in a country that would prescribe any drug to children that was not approved by the FDA. I did not know that antidepressants induce depression, suicidal, and homicidal thoughts. I did not know they are handed out like candy, and I did not know how many of American youth are actually prescribed these drugs. Only after my very painful experience, only after speaking out did so many others share their stories. If you are a parent who considers the option of medication for your child, please watch your child closely. Look for side effects. Often medicating a child makes them believe they are crazy, and they will dismiss any psychiatric side effects, believing it's them rather than a medication. They may feel depressed, hallucinate, become angry and impulsive, even violent. What happens as a result is the provider may now doubles the dose and attempts to alleviate the side effects caused by the drug. It's a vicious cycle. This was my story. Katie wasn't depressed. She was allegedly anxious. As she became depressed, the provider doubled her dose, leading to Katie's suicide. This message comes from my heart. Antidepressants are not approved by the FDA for children under 18 who have anxiety or even mild depression. They are not approved for severe mental depression. I read it wrong. They are approved for severe mental depression. Yet children all over America are regularly prescribing these pills to cope with the realities of our generation. Divorce, breakup, cyberbullying, etc. Chaos, stress, and pain hurt. When your children are struggling with painful events, hug them, love them, and assure them that this will soon pass. And tell them that they have the strength to get through it. Give them the faith and the tools they need to learn to cope on their own. This post is not directed at those who have children struggling with severe mental illness or behavioral problems. Where was I? I emphasize, and my heart goes out to every parent who struggles. This post is intended for parents who could easily be misled into believing that medication is the answer when it is not. Please consider one thing. Why won't the FDA approve these drugs? Perhaps because these overzealous drug companies performed trial cases and results were not acceptable, in fact dangerous. Yet still, doctors all over America prescribe these drugs off-label, which is another word for okay. This drug isn't approved by the FDA, so the politicians and Big Pharma found a loophole, a way to promote a huge money-making business and make our children guinea pigs. This is all done while we sit back and watch helplessly, trusting our providers. So tonight, we welcome in the new year. I hope given other parents some things to think about. Tonight, if your child is crying over a bad breakup, feeling left out, bullied, stressed out, or anxious, hand them a spoon and their favorite pint of Häagen-Dazs. What the fuck is it's pronounced? Give them a hug and promise them that a new year is here, and you can face it together. Happy New Year, everyone. God bless. And that is her. So, I will continue to spread this awareness. Hopefully, everyone will know about this issue. And beginning this New Year's Day, we will make a difference, you know? Happy New Year, everybody. Good night.